of the things that people have said to me is that the Excellence series was great, and then they realized, well, I've been practicing this, now I'm ready for something more. And the Mastery series, the graduate courses, are an opportunity for more. And not only is there more, I mean, things that new tools, new insights, new learning that people have in those courses, but it also helps solidify what people learned in the Excellence series.
The truth of the matter is I was really, really attracted to the graduate programs because I had gotten so much out of the original series that I wanted more. And more is really my own personal mantra. I knew that for me personally, there was more work for me to do. It was about taking my life to the next level. So it was just like going to college. So you go for your associate's or your bachelor's degree, and then there's also that graduate. And so I wanted to take my life to the graduate level.
The stand that I am in life is really it's who I am in a way that's the greatest asset to me. When I know what my stand is and I know how to articulate it both to others and to myself, it's so much easier for me to bring myself forward and participate fully.
For me personally, my stand is Renaissance man. So I am Renaissance man. Now, it may mean nothing to a lot of people. I think to me what it means is that it really spoke and still speaks to the essence of who I am. And that it helps me in my day-to-day life because when I think about the essence of who I am, I have the choice of embracing that and using it to help me rather than push it away, reject it, judge it in ways that aren't supporting to me. So it really helps me to embrace that, to remember who I am, what my strengths are, and how can I best use them to help myself and others in life.
So the stand that I am is connected curiosity. And what that means for me is I'm incredibly inquisitive. It's been who I am my entire life. I am, I probably drove my parents nuts with the why. Why is the sky blue? Why does technology work this way? Why? And so the stand that I am is really about being inquisitive with others as well as being inquisitive with myself. If I look at my career even, I'm in an environment, I'm a technical recruiter, so my job is to be inquisitive enough to find out what does this person have, build that relationship, so around that connectedness, and then put them in a role that works for them.
So my question is one of the tools that I focus on in Mastery, and it's not a question with an intention of getting an answer. It's really about something I'm curious about, and it's something that helps support me. It's a unique form of support to get into action. So the intention is if I am not in action, this is a tool I use to help get me into action, propels me forward.
How do I bring the stallion back into the Italian was really the question that I came up with. And at first I was a little bit at odds with that question, but I realized that it just couldn't have not been more perfect. Because when I think of that question for myself, or when I ask that question for myself, it puts me back in touch with the passion that I have for life, with the excitement that I feel for all the things that I love doing, my love for people, to be really engaged in life and to really make the most of it. And so it's how you bring that energy back into who I am in each and every moment as I go through life.
How will I touch this moment is around really about making a difference. And when I use that question, particularly when I'm scared or when I'm vulnerable or when I'm nervous, it's really about, so regardless of how I'm feeling in this moment, how am I going to make a difference?
The fact that Mastery 1 is in a residential setting, it makes it really unique. And it's so special to be with a group of people who are all focusing on that. They're out of their normal day-to-day lives, out of work, out of home, no distractions, and all looking at discovering something more about themselves. I mean, to be with a group of people who are wanting to do that and totally away, totally focused on that is really a unique and special experience.
What I really loved about Mastery One was the fact that it was done remote, so it gave me an opportunity to be in an environment where I was just focusing on me. I think that I know that it was one of the first few times that I really allowed myself to focus on me, and that was a unusual experience for me.
It was really an amazing experience to sequester myself together with a lot of people who were there for a similar purpose, to gain a deeper understanding about themselves, and for me about myself, and how can I move forward in life in a way that is more supportive and positive, and to just really have that time to dedicate to myself, to get some clarity.
People come back from Mastery, the biggest thing that I hear is they are more clear about either where they think they're going to go or apply their energy, or feel more certain about where they are now. People have a better sense of what living life to the fullest means. I mean, how to really apply my life energy.
So when I came out of Mastery, I'd gone through the programs, and I knew that there were things that I had needed to work on, specifically around my relationship with my biological mother. But it wasn't until I got to Mastery that I was willing to take it to the level of a graduate program. I was really allowing myself to take it to the deepest level and work on that particular relationship. And with that came an incredible amount of gratitude, clarity, shifts that to this day my life is different. If I had not done that work, I know for a fact that my life would not be what it is today. There's no question in my mind. None. When I look at where I was back then, back in the mid to late 90s, and where I am today, my life far exceeds what I had expected it to be. And that's the truth. Yeah.